Hi, I'm Kevin with Chaparral Motorsports, and this is your tech tip of the week. Today we're going to explain and walk you through the process of installing your aftermarket harnesses to your Polaris RZR. In order to install an aftermarket harness on a Polaris RZR, we first have to get the parts and tools needed together. Today we will install a Simpson 4-point harness system into your RZR, which should be assembled in the box and ready to install. The tools you will need are a flathead screwdriver, a number 27 torque head driver, 3/8-inch ratchet, 16mm deep socket, a 16mm box end wrench, and a set of pliers. Once you have gathered all the parts and tools needed, the first step is removing the stock RZR seats. To do this, pull on the release lever under each seat, then lift the seat out. Next will be to remove the plastic backing panel that is behind the seats. To do this, unlock both release knobs by turning towards the inside of the vehicle and lift the panel out. Now take your flathead screwdriver and lift out the plastic snap rivets on the side panel of your RZR. Set these aside where you can find them. They will be used for reassembly. Now take your number 27 torque head driver and continue up to the fender, removing only the first few torque head screws on the outside, leaving the last two. Then remove the torque head screws under the fender well, also leaving in the last two. Set these aside where you can find them because they will be used for reassembly. After removing the fasteners, flex back the side panel and fender while placing a small cardboard box or shim behind them in order to help hold out the pieces so you can make the bolt accessibility easier. Taking your 3/8-inch ratchet, 16mm deep socket, and 16mm box end wrench, remove the bolt from the upper belt mount on your RZR's cage. You can leave the nut and bolt attached to the belt since it will not be needed in the installation of the harness. Next, move to the lower belt mount and remove the mounting bolt. Depending on the year of your RZR, you may have a lock washer that will need to be removed in order to remove the bolt from the harness. This bolt will be needed in the installation of your harness. In order to remove the lock washer, take your pliers and grip the edge of the washer while unscrewing the bolt using your 16mm box wrench. Continue unscrewing until you are not able to crimp and remove the washer. The washer will not be needed in the harness installation. Next, move to the seatbelt lock mechanism in the center of the RZR and remove it by using the 16mm socket and box wrench. Now, take the harness and loosen the upper strap and remove the bolt ring. It will not be needed in the installation. Next, slide the D-ring down the strap, preparing it for installation. Repeat for the other upper strap. To install, take one of the upper straps from the harness and wrap around the RZR cage bar from the underside over. Next, slide the strap back through the D-ring and pull tight around the bar. Now, repeat on the other upper strap and adjust accordingly. Moving to the lower straps on the harness, take the strap and make sure the label is facing out. Using the bolt from the stock seatbelt, bolt it to the stock mounting point using the 16mm socket and box wrench. After tightening the bolt, remove your box or shim that was helping to hold out the side panel and fender. Then, reinstall both the torque screws and plastic snap rivets that were initially removed. Repeat the installation on the passenger side harness. Next, reinstall the plastic back panel and lock it into place, turning the release knobs to the outside of the vehicle. Now, before bolting the inner harness straps to the RZR, slide the straps through the rubber seatbelt cover far enough up and out of the way to bolt in the straps. With the strap label facing to the inside of the RZR, take the bolt used to hold the stock seatbelt and bolt it to the stock location using your 16mm socket and box wrench. Repeat on the other side. Once both straps are bolted in tight, slide the rubber belt cover back down in position on the plastic back panel. Next, Reinstall the RZR's seats back into the vehicle, making sure that they are locked into place. All that's left is to sit in the vehicle and adjust each strap and harness accordingly for the best fit. For more tech tips, check out our Chaparral Motorsports YouTube channel.